It's Jane Fendelman, Sunday, November 30th, 2014. Preach from the mountaintop. I realized a few years ago that I was living as if I was going to die soon. I realized I had started living that way after I got cancer in 2005. So it's almost 10 years, really. It was a gift to begin living as if I was going to die soon. Because it was after I got cancer and after I got through all the treatment, which makes you kind of tired and feel like you're dying. Turns out chemo's poison. I started doing everything that I was always hesitant, scared, admit it, Jane. You were scared. I was scared. There were things I was scared to do before. Like I would take dance lessons, but I would not enter a dance competition. And I would take acting lessons, but I was terrified to audition for anything, theater or film. So after I got cancer and got through all the treatment, while I was still bald, I started doing dance competitions and auditioning for plays. I won a lot of dance trophies and ribbons. I was actually kind of good. They didn't just feel sorry for me because I was bald. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I think I'm kind of a good dancer. Yeah, I am. And I was cast in a lead, like my second play ever, I was in the lead at the Herberger Theater, which is a big theater in Phoenix, by my dear friend Joey McKitch, which is how I met Joey. And then met Shannon, and then, oh, so many amazing people. Anyway, after a few years, I didn't die. So it actually, and I was having fun. I wasn't scared. Oh my God, I'm going to die. I better do everything I want to do before I die. It wasn't like that at all. It was like, okay, everybody's going to die. I'm going to die. I may as well do this stuff now, is how it started. And then after a number of years, that became my new normal, just doing everything I was scared to do. So it was awesome. I mean, I had already learned about doing things that I was scared to do back at Omega in 2000. When did I go to Omega? 2000. Oh my God, my memory's so bad. 1990. 1990? Wow. Yeah, 1990. 25 years ago when I started studying all this stuff. Taking risks. I found out how important it was to take a risk. Anyway, so I just realized recently I am still living as if I'm about to die. It just hit me again. I realized it again. It's because I've been thinking about it a lot because I've had so many surgeries in the last few years because of the chemo is so hard on the joints and bones. So spinal surgery and 2 ankle surgeries. So most of the last 4.5 years I've been going through a lot and having a lot of pain and thinking, boy, many times thought this would be so much easier if I was just dead. Probably wouldn't hurt then. Nothing would hurt then. And I have to do so much now, which is a blessing, to keep my life in balance so that I don't get into pain. It's why I'm so vigilant about hiking the mountain every Sunday. And my bug, which I got in the middle of my chemo. In fact, I used to call this my cancer car. This bug got me through my cancer treatment. So I loved this car. I had this attachment to this car. And I had been thinking about letting it go, trading it in lately, just because of little things. And then I dinged my front bumper night before last. And I could pay $600 or $800 to fix it. Or I could just get a new car. So I saw this car. I went to the car place last night, and this guy was like, "Oh, you got to get this car. You, this is a convertible," which I wanted. Have to have a convertible. He said, "You fit. This car fits you. It's a cool car. It's a BMW Z4, and it's super affordable because it's not brand new, and I could get it. And they're trying to negotiate with me while I'm trying to get out their door to go hike the mountain." And they don't realize who they're dealing with. They don't know that I'm not attached to this world or this or that car. And they won't be able to hook me that way. There's people that I love, and this car that I love, and that new car that I love. But attachment is the thing that causes pain. And I know that if someone that I loved died or left suddenly, I know I would have some pain. But I know that I'm not here permanently. Everything's temporary. Every single thing here is temporary. Everything in person here is temporary. Which is a blessing because it actually makes things more important to us. And human beings are capable of so much beauty when something feels very important to them. That's kind of how we do it. The amazing things we do. And non-attachment is also amazing. So I think I'm going to die is apparently always kind of running in the background of my mind. I only have it consciously here and there every few days. Wow, I'm going to die. And I'm happy when I do have it consciously because I want to have and do everything and thought, feeling consciously. But I'm glad that it's there in my subconscious mind. And that I find that I have a tendency not to plan ahead a lot. Except for, are we going dancing next Saturday night? That's kind of it. And when I was younger, I didn't plan ahead because I was irresponsible. And then there was a time during my adulthood when I was not practicing as much consciousness, where I planned ahead a lot and had plans and dreams and ideas and get married and have children and things like that and attachment to that. And when those things happen and then you lose them, if those things happen and then you lose them, then you experience a lot of pain, the pain of attachment. So I was talking to a girlfriend who had a baby, got married, had a baby. And it didn't fit my picture of what I thought it would be. She wasn't as happy as I imagined people are when they get this dream of family granted. It's funny how life almost never happens the way you thought it was going to happen. Anyway, so cheery message today. We're all going to die. Big news. So make sure and dance. And you can plan, but make sure you don't get too attached to your plans. And the most important thing to always remember, enjoy the ride. Find out who you really are. Be who you really are. Be fearless about doing what you want. You know, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. You're not going to hurt somebody else. Do what you want. Do what you were born to do. And while you're on your way, enjoy the ride. I hope I die with grace. I'm excited about dying. It's about the only thing I haven't done yet that I'm really curious about doing. No, I'm not suicidal. Death is a grand adventure.